Hello everybody, my name is David. This channel is DeMars Coaching. Thanks for joining me for today's video. This video is about why the narcissist discarded you. Why? Why did they discard you? Why did they leave you, dump you? And might help you understand if they'll come back or why they come back. Stuff like this. It's grandiosity. It all has to do with the grandiosity, the self-importance, all of it. And we hear why they left or why they dumped you, why they discarded you is because maybe you exposed them. Maybe the mask finally came off and you got to see who they really are. And it's not grand. And this is why they discarded you. The DSM-5, first diagnostic trait, grandiose, self-importance, inflated ego. Unrealistic sense of superiority, better than other people in appearance, style, splendor, or intelligence. This is not exclusive to narcissists. Everyone is narcissistic. Everyone is narcissistic, and a lot of us have moments of grandiose self-importance, inflated ego, but few have a pattern of this. Few have a pattern of grandiosity. And that's what's important with narcissists. And, it's not exclusive to people with a personality, just with narcissistic personality disorder. It could be borderline. We often get confused with borderline narcissists, and there are borderlines that have moments or even patterns of major grandiosity, and we think that they're narcissists when they're actually borderline. They can be so grandiose, they fantasize about unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. Believes they are special and unique, has unlimited has unlimited need for excessive admiration, adoration, and attention. They left you because you stopped reinforcing this narrative. That's why they left. If you expose them for who they really are, if the mask came off, then they're not grand anymore. Do you see that? If the relationship went so far as they're just pieces of crap all the time, and that's all you tell them, it's over. Do you see that? And there's overt and covert narcissists, and I know that they can behave very differently, but they still have the same personality disorder. The overt may be very openly about their grandiosity and tell you they're grandiose, where the covert may say they're such bad people, and I'm just a victim, and poor me, and I'm just a bad person, while you sit there and tell them, both of them, you're great. Grandiose. They are special. The overt and the covert. The covert's a special victim. They're both unique. The covert and the overt can have very low self-esteem. And it's all to get your attention. All of it. Have you ever felt really negative about yourself? Maybe men, you feel... maybe men, we feel like failures. And it may not be something that we can pinpoint and say, well, yes, I failed at this. After a divorce is awful, it wrecks us, and we may feel like total failures. But I'm talking maybe in your childhood, stuff like that too. Maybe just from your childhood. Maybe just from feeling bad for so long. We feel like bad people. Women, maybe you feel ugly. Maybe you just don't feel very pretty. And have you ever noticed that it doesn't matter what people say? Have you ever noticed that? Our self-worth cannot be really changed by other people. It really is determined by us, and even if we're not conscious of it. And you can have, I tell women or people to try to understand, if you feel really ugly and there's a bunch of people telling you you're pretty and you're good looking, and it might feel good momentarily, but when they're all gone, you're still left with yourself. And if you can't tell yourself you're a good enough person, you can't depend on other people to do that for you. It does not work like that at all. It's always up to us in the end. But the narcissists are only ego. Their true self is ugly and cruel. They don't like themselves. They shun it. This ego is fragile. And they are completely dependent on us to make them feel better. And average is their worst enemy. 1, you have to somehow raise their status if you want to be with them. 2, you have to inflate their ego. So what I mean, you have to raise their status. Maybe it's your job. I'll see narcissistic men brag about their wives, their doctors, their lawyers, right? Something very important. So am I. And then you're saying, well, what if I didn't? Well, then you're just left with, you better inflate their ego even better, somehow. Even if you do somehow raise their status, like you're a successful doctor, or lawyer, or something like this that they always look up to, which is a sign of low self-esteem, it can also cause insecurity. You'll see them. They'll compete with you. They'll knock you down. They might sabotage you. And you can never, ever inflate their ego enough. Ever. How many times can you compliment them about the same thing? It has to keep getting better somehow. What's better than amazing? And you're so great. If you're already the best at something, how can you get better and better? It's always comparing to other people. I would love to hear your guys' examples if you feel comfortable leaving some, please. Because I know you guys have a ton of examples of very grandiose narcissists being very grandiose. They may have only placed you on a shelf only to hoover you back for more. So they may have discarded you because you saw the ugly, cruel, true self. But they may have just placed you on a shelf and try to come back later after your attitude changes. If they can accept that. If it's gone too far and it's stuck, that's why they don't come back. That's why. If you told them exactly what they are, and you don't make them feel grandiose anymore, and you don't raise their status, they're done. Toy is broken. Not on the shelf anymore. Straight in the garbage. And I'm sorry. It can be absolutely devastating. And anyone that has gone through this recently, gone through it a long time ago and have not healed from this yet, or you have a pattern of this, people treating you this way, or you're going through this currently, please seek help. Please hire a therapist or a life coach or some other professional. Please. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. That's how it works. And anybody who wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. And everybody, love yourself first, please. Thanks. Bye-bye.